So, Quinn and Paige, I want to ask you what you think about the family standard, because I talk to people all the time about family standard and, you know, why I think it's a really good thing, but they probably think that maybe I've, like, made you guys do some stuff you kind of hate. And so I've heard you talk about it before, and so I thought it'd be a good idea for people to hear it straight from you, what you think about our family standard. Can you give me, you know, just some thoughts that you might have? Are you glad we have a family standard, or do you think it makes life kind of hard?
Yeah, I'm glad we have a family standard because, like, it restrains you from doing bad things that you know would be bad. Because you know that in your family standard, it doesn't allow you to do that. And so it actually protects you from doing bad things instead of holding you back from, like you're thinking, oh, this is so not good, I don't get to do whatever I want. But it's actually protecting you. You may be thinking that, but it's actually for the better. Okay.
So, Quinn, you had some thoughts?
Yeah, the family standard, it's kind of like a shield. Sometimes you may feel that it's cumbersome, it's weighing you down, you don't get to do what you want, but when there comes a point when you all of a sudden are caught in a conflict, when your shield literally saves your life, and the family standard can do the same thing.
Okay. So, like, can you give me an example of that?
Sure. In our family standard, we have rules: no drinking, smoking, or doing drugs. In society, those are a lot of times accepted as normal teenage activities, is drinking, smoking, and doing drugs. As a teenager, you are more than likely to get presented the choice of doing drugs or alcohol. And if you have this family standard in place, you know that you cannot do those things. And so it just gives you an added bit of strength in order to ward off the blows of temptation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about a few other things in the family standard. And just, you know, you can share if it's ever been difficult for you, or if, you know, what you think about those things. So, let's see. What about hairstyles? So I know that there's a lot of different fashions that come and go with hairstyles. You know, like mohawks and different colored hair right now is really kind of, you don't like that? No? Okay. How come you don't like that?
Well, because that's not the color that God gave them when they were born. They were thinking, oh, I don't like my hair color, I should really change it. Or like, ooh, I want to dye my hair pink.
Okay, so you think maybe like they're doing a little attention seeking or something? Yeah.
Especially
okay.
if they dye it all pink.
Okay, that sounds good. What about boy hair? Do you think there's you have an idea on boy hair? Okay,
I'm the one with the boy hair.
Okay, well, what's your idea, Paige?
Well, I've seen boys with hair such as in mohawks or over the face, and they just especially over the face, it makes him look grungy and dirty. If they don't have a clean haircut, it's just hard to, like, trust them and to be good friends with them unless you're just like them.
Okay. What were your thoughts, Quinn?
There's some people in our neighborhood that have hair down to about here, and it makes them look like a slob. It makes them look like they haven't showered in 6 days.
So what I'm getting from both of you, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but that you actually lose some respect for people who are shabby in appearance, like with their hair or something, because it just you just sort of feel like they don't care as much, or they're possibly not as classy of an individual. So is that the reason then that you choose to have the kind of hairdo that you have? I mean, or is it because the standard? Like, do you choose it on your own, or is it just because you want to comply with the standard?
I think it's a combination of both, because I like to look clean. That's something I like to look. And if my hair is down to my neck, I don't look clean. I look like I haven't showered in a week. But if I keep my hair like it is right now, it's just been cut recently, I feel like I'm clean. I feel like I'm presentable.
Okay. Let's see. What about clothing styles? What is our family standard on clothing styles?
Oh, pick me.
Okay.
It's basically that we will not show our shoulders, so like no straps. Has to be at least a short sleeve down to here, give or take. Not below the neckline. So you can measure if you put your hand here. If it's below here, then it's unacceptable unless you put an undershirt under it or something. Also, not to show the bellies. So like with swimsuits and whatever, we don't wear 2-piece swimsuits. I mean, with swimsuits, you kind of have to accept that there's going to be straps, But 1-piece bathing suit covers the whole body, is acceptable. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What about baggy clothes, tight clothes? What's our thought on that?
No tight clothes. So no super skinny jeans. That's the trend with guys right now.
They just end up
super
revealing
skinny jeans.
Everything.
No real baggy pants, because it makes you look like a slob. If you got your pants hanging off your butt, it makes you look like trash, and we don't want to look like trash. So no baggy clothes, no super tight clothes. Just kind of somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Ooh, I have something else.
Okay.
Also, like the signs on a shirt, like his is Wonder. That's acceptable, because it's a bread brand. It's just, yeah. But like things like skulls and crossbones, that's like the sign of the devil. It tells other people that you're representing what you wear is basically what you're representing.
Oh, okay. So what you wear is sort of like it's like a message. Like you're sending a message of who you are. Right? Okay. And I would imagine that goes for some of the other things. Words you say,